But I always tell Alexis that she's the attractive one in this relationship. Yo.
Yeah, we know Hiller takes C4 because he doesn't like to breathe when he talks. I get it. Thank you. I was pretty proud of that. I get it. And I don't hate on Hiller for that either. Hey, listen, how cool would it have been from day one if she was eating Snicker bars and then she got the sponsorship? I'm not hating on her, but it is it's low hanging fruit for just idiocy.
Sevon did it again. He beat me to the punch. He's got the live show. And I'm sure he may have seen this somewhere else, but I sent him this freaking information. That was the post Brooke Wells put up in relation to the Snickers bar with protein in it. I've been doing this for about a year now. 10 months ago, I put up the video where it was Serena Williams, it was Brooke Wells. I remember where I got the idea. I was sitting at my dad's house. I was watching some tennis thing because that's what he's into. And then a commercial comes on. And I think it's Serena Williams. She's using the tonal or one of those wall-mounted whatever systems. And I just start thinking, there's no way that she's ever used this at any point to get as good as she's ever gotten, considering she's in the twilight of her career. How could anybody in their right mind think that this created one of the best female tennis players in the history of tennis, especially considering it hasn't even been around when she was at her peak? And they got me thinking, there's a lot of this shit in CrossFit. And then I made the video about Brooke Wells, Serena Williams, and it was in relation to the mattress, and I believe it was Performa Sleep mattress. That was Brooke's thing. She was the sleep queen. Sleeps 10 hours a night. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And at which rate you can get down to the fact that maybe she is the sleep queen who gets the Performa Sleep mattress. It's cool unison that they're working together with one another. That is cool until she switches companies randomly. And then you think about everybody who followed Brooke Wells, who knew she was the sleep queen, is like, oh, this is what the sleep queen sleeps on. We're going to get this mattress. Psych, not this mattress. Now I'm going to get this one. Like, all right, well, what do I do? Do I sell this fucking thing? Do I give it to my freaking brother, sister, nephew? Do I give it to the hobo around the corner? It's like, okay, now I'm going to get this mattress. But then you think, what if she's just peddling herself out to mattress companies, whoever's going to give her the biggest chunk of change? Every single time I talk about this in relation to any athlete, I know that they need 6 to 8 hours a day to do the stuff that they're doing. I spend 6 to 8 hours a day running my stupid internet stuff. I spend 4 to 8 hours a day working with personal training clients. It'd be super cool if a Snickers company were to throw me a bunch of money and then all I had to do was run the internet stuff because that's what I love doing. But I always tell Alexis that she's the attractive one in this relationship. I'm the washed up former regional level athlete. That doesn't mean that I can't understand why it is they do the stuff that they do, but it never feels very good. And now we fast forwarded past the point in time where Brooke Wells has also sold her soul to the freaking Galaxy Watch. She wore a Whoop that was part of the entire sleep thing. Perform Sleep, Whoop, okay, cool. Those companies are big. They're upcoming. They're probably giving her some money so that she can compete. Zippo wrong with that. Good for her. The part of it that gets fucked up is when she sleeps from Performa to 10 or 8 sleep or 1,000 sleep over from Whoop to the Galaxy Watch, and she does so without telling anybody why she does that. She has social media platforms. Does she run them? I don't know. She's got a shitload of followers. We know why these companies want to work with her. But in my head, they're tokens that you're just cashing out every single time you switch companies like that. I don't have that big of a following, 20,000 people or so. And then from what I've picked up, most people understand after once or twice that these people probably don't use the stuff that they're using. It drives you freaking insane wondering how short-sighted a company must be that you're essentially paying thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to these people to say that they use something just for them to like backtrack on it a couple of years later. I don't use the Whoop. I don't use Performa Sleep. I use this stuff. And then that company that is now investing in that athlete to have seen that stuff, knowing it's going to come of them, what's the long game? What do they actually believe in?
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life. His breakfast will taste better than any meal you and I ever tasted.
You had to give it to him. He had a plan. And it started to make sense in a Tyler sort of way.
When the CrossFit Games is now using Monster as one of the title sponsors, everyone was asking themselves, where the fuck did this come from?
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Well, don't worry, it's not Monster, it's the sugar-free Monster, and the stuff that they're drinking on the field in those cans, that's water-filled cans of Monster. Like, okay, I get it, but still, 20 years ago, the big thing was eat nuts and seeds, a little starch, and no sugar. And one of the biggest things and where you Monster, the company, came from was sugar. I need a message somewhere that makes sense that this is aligning with your morals, your vision. Where have you come from? In the same video with Brooke, I had Justin Medeiros featured right there. He came and he fucked me up saying, dude, I've only ever worked with the Galaxy. I know you said maybe I was with Whoop, but I was just wearing one. And I was like, oh, cool, sorry. A couple of times I've tried to say, No problem. I get it. He's a big fan of the Galaxy Watch. Justin Medeiros is a good dude pushing products that he believes in. He's also won the CrossFit Games a couple of times, and he's going to keep on doing that. And he's going to work with brands that support him while he uses the ones that he believes in, just like Podium, I think he's also affiliated with. A good brand run by a former CrossFit Games champion, putting out products for the community that are good, are beneficial. It reminds me of Froning Farms. It reminds me of Good Dudes Coffee. It reminds me of Vindicate. It reminds me of Paper Street Coffee. It's all stuff pushed by people who use it, enjoy it, and like it. If you want to leave the CrossFit space and have an example of something bad, you think LeBron James, does he actually drink Sprite? I don't know. Is he just being paid to drink Sprite? And then who is drinking Sprite as a result of the fact that he's doing it? Does he drink a Sprite when he's on the court before and after he gets on and off the court? Or does he have millions of dollars of work that goes into his body along with his nutrition? He probably has a freaking chef. Is that chef giving him Sprite? There's a guy, who's the fucking dude on the Giants who maybe was a running back and he would eat Skittles on the sidelines. I'm going to look that up real quick. This is important. Marshawn Lynch. If Marshawn Lynch came out and got a Skittles sponsorship, he's literally seen eating them on the sidelines. Uses it, promotes it, believes in it. Is it right? It doesn't matter if it's right. It doesn't matter! Why does he use it? Because it makes him perform better. Is it freaking placebo? Who cares? You don't like the Liver King? I tell you what, I spent 5 hours with the Liver King and everything he says he believes in. Did he take steroids? Yeah, he took steroids. That doesn't mean he doesn't do all the other shit that he does. You walk up to him, you get a whiff of him, and you go, dude, I know that you're doing exactly what you say you're doing. And if I just left it that and didn't have everything else, you still would think there's a good chance that he is living the ancestral lifestyle because he thinks that it's going to be the thing that's going to help the world for the better. Another one of my videos that I put up around the same time as that initial video 10 months ago with Brooke Wells had to do with the top supplements that I have always used. One of those had been NO Explode. I've been using that since I was 16 years old. I've also made a couple of separate videos saying that it is nowhere near as good as it used to be. The same way Jack 3D is nowhere near as good as it used to be. I had my top 5 supplements. One of them was salt. Sugar, as an athlete, is important in my opinion. Protein powder, and I don't even remember the other one. I'll need to look up that list. But there isn't going to be a soul on this planet that walks up to me, Andrew Hiller, and says that this is going to be the next best thing. And we want to use your channel to promote our product while you don't believe in it. Because that would make me a hypocrite. It's also very, 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 very important that I say that I had the question asked, should I do this when I was running the affiliate? And every single time I said, just because I do it does not mean that you should do it too. I like to apply that also to things such as sugar. So on that list of 5 you saw sugar. Does that mean that everybody should be eating sugar? No, but at that point in my life, I should be eating sugar. If BSN approached me and said, Andrew, we want you to have NO Explode and we want to give you $500 a month, I'd be like, cool, great. I don't have to buy NO Explode. And what can I do to give to my people something that I believe in, have been using a long time, have found myself, and that's a big thing too. When I was at the CrossFit affiliate, I always had a hard time with people walking up to my affiliate and saying that they had the best thing for my freaking gym. A lot of the times it was Google Analytics. Like, do you know where you're at on Google? It's like, yeah, I fucking know where I'm at. Have you seen where I'm at? What are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here.
Leave now and never come back.
It actually became a game. I would be running a class, I'd have 10 to 15 people, and it'd be 11 a.m., and there would be someone who would walk up in a suit with an iPad, and I'd go, guys, you ready for this one? The guy would walk in, he's going to say he's from some stupid marketing place thing. I'm going to make your Google Analytics awesome. He'd walk in, hey, have you seen where you rank on Google? And I'd be like, I need you to leave right now. And it kind of became something that was funny, because I just freaking hate that. Hey, have you seen our water filtration system? It's like, dude, if I wanted a fucking water filtration system, I would go out, do my own research, get my own water filtration system, bring it into my affiliate, and I don't think that I'm unique in that. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but it's also not the way that I see it going down in the world of CrossFit, in the world of Venus Williams and all that stuff. But it is refreshing to hear people like Justin Medeiros say that they are branded with things that they do believe in, like the Galaxy Watch. I sold cars. I know what it's like to be a car salesman. You cannot become buddy with me. Fuck. And on that note, people have said that they found C4 because they've been following my channel and I drink the fucking C4s. We did it. Andrew Hiller, out.